Hi, Victoria here from StrideForth, and I'd love to share a fantastic tool with you guys. It's one that I use myself, the majority of my clients use it too, and countless people all over the world have seen the benefits of doing this for themselves. Everyone has a different name for it. I call it Bitesize. And the reason why Bitesize is so powerful is because you can use it for a range of reactions and emotions, and you can also use it for multiple situations. So whether you're feeling overwhelmed, unmotivated, need help with time management, or feeling anxious and out of control, Bitesize really helps to get you back on track. And in terms of situations, yes, you can apply it to a big project at work. You can apply it to a key client meeting where you've got to deliver a presentation. But you can also apply it to studying, whether you're studying for subjects at school or at university, or whether you've decided to take on an exam on the side, a professional exam or a vocational exam. It's also extremely useful for new hobbies. Let's say you decide you want to get fit, or you want to learn a new language, or you want to master the art of embroidery or painting. It also works extremely well when you need to renovate, whether you're renovating a whole property or whether you're simply needing to clear out a huge room that hasn't been touched in months. Whatever the scenario is, Bitesize can help you with this. And the way Bitesize works is it takes whatever the big problem is and breaks it down into consumable, digestible bursts of energy. So the way to start is look at the whole project or the task, the goal that you're wishing to achieve, and look at it from A to B. Let's say you want to lose 10 kilos. Let's say you need to deliver a project in 3 weeks' time. Let's say you want to renovate or you want to clear out a room that hasn't been touched in a year and it's filled with all sorts of things. In fact, more than a year. Let's take the attic, which hasn't been touched in maybe 10 years. Whatever the task is to hand, it feels big. So what you do is mark out your ultimate goal and then turn it down to bite-sized chunks. What could be key milestones that will get you towards that? So let's say you want to lose 10 kilos. Why don't you break it down to 5 kilos and 5 kilos? And then you take it further and you go to 2.5 kilos down to 2.5 kilos. So you have 4 segments there. You could be wanting to renovate that huge big attic. Rather than just looking at it as one big room, take one corner and start with that corner. Or take one wall. You've got that key project that you need to deliver in 3 weeks' time for work. Or you've got a presentation to a big client and that's in 3 weeks' time or 4 weeks' time or 2 weeks' time, whatever your time frame is. Break it down. What can you do in a week's time? What can you do in 3 days' time? What can be done in a day's time? What can be done in 12 hours? So ultimately what you're doing, you take it in one big section and then split it up into mini tiny sections. I always suggest find tasks that can be achieved in 15, 20 or 30 minutes. And the reason I'm saying such short little time gaps is because then you can seriously accelerate your energy and boost to get it done. Say, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get it done in 15 minutes. Put a timer on and challenge yourself for that race against time to deliver that key point. When you work in tiny increments, you get an empowerment boost, an incremental empowerment boost. Now, it's okay on its own, but the power doesn't lie in that little segment of 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes on its own. It's when you add them up. So you can either do 15 minutes every day on something key, such as you wanting to get fit. Let's say you are not a runner, but to help you lose those 10 kilos, you are going to start running. And the thought of running just freaks you out. So you're going to start with walking for 15 minutes. You start getting used to that. Now, extend it. You can either go, this is the beauty of Bitesize, you can either extend in terms of length of the session, or you can extend in the multiple of the section. So either your 15-minute block goes to 20 minutes and that 20 minutes goes to 30 minutes, or you do 15 minutes in the beginning and 15 minutes later in the day. So you get 30 minutes, but you've split it up into 2 15-minute chunks. It's the same with studying. It's the same with renovations. It's the same with handling that key project at work or at school or that client presentation. Breaking it up into sections. Think of each little section as a sleeper, a wooden sleeper you have on the train tracks. One sleeper on its own is simply a slab of wood. But when you put sleeper next to sleeper next to sleeper, and you put the train tracks on top, it gets you to your destination a lot quicker and in a more focused and direct way. This is the beauty of Bitesize. You can have multiple little 50-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute sections punctuated throughout the day, or you can connect them together, whatever your energy level is allowing you to get done. And each section gives you that boost, that sense of accomplishment, that sense of achievement that gives you the energy to keep moving forward. It's the same with whether you're feeling overwhelmed, whether you're feeling unmotivated, whether you need help with time management, because it encourages you to stick to a certain time, but also with anxiety, when you're feeling out of control. Whatever it is, break it down and you will achieve so much more. That is Bitesize.